Buchanan Street, standing right outside this beautiful building, which was the first ever commission by Charles Rennie Mackintosh. And he designed it for a lady called Catherine Cranston. Now, Miss Cranston was a great leader of business for women and style in Glasgow. And to this day, you can still see her emblem on the front of this building in the railings, with the two C's for Catherine Cranston back to back, just like the Coco Chanel sign. So let's go upstairs and find out more about this woman of style, still famous in Glasgow today for her tea rooms. So here we are upstairs in the Willow Tea Rooms 2 on Buchanan Street, and here I am with Silvia Smith, who knows a lot about C. Cranston. She was a very special lady, wasn't she?
She was. She was a lady before her time. She was a business lady. She was born here in Glasgow back in 1845.
Where was she born?
She was born in George Square, just round the corner from where we are now. She would go on to open up and run 4 tea rooms.
Catherine was quite a special lady with her staff as well, wasn't she? I mean, she treated her staff really well.
There was over 300 members of staff, and a lot of the staff, the girls, either came from a single parent background or orphans, and she would like to look after them. And there was an insurance scheme set up for every member of staff. There was a penny taken from them every week, and this would look after them through illness or if they had to visit the doctor. And every member of staff was also given 3 meals a day, which back then in 1900, 1901, these girls wouldn't have had 3 meals at home, probably wouldn't even have had 1 meal at home.
Catherine Cranston had a good eye as well for design, and she involved a very young architect, didn't she, in some of her buildings. In fact, did she not give Charles Rennie Mackintosh his first ever commission?
She did. She became Mackintosh's patron, and she looked after Mackintosh. Mackintosh designed here on Buchanan Street, just to where we are at the moment. This was his first commission. He would then go on to design the Willow Tea Rooms on Sucky Hall Street. And in the Willow Tea Rooms, he had the full reign, along with his wife, Margaret MacDonald. She was another great artist. She was one of the Glasgow girls. And between them, the collaboration was the Willow Tea Rooms. He would also go on to design her own home.
Of course, one of Mackintosh's original tea rooms, the interior, is actually in the Kelvin Grove, isn't it?
It is. It's in the Kelvin Grove. And the interior has come from the Ingram Street tea rooms, and that was her second tea room. When Mackintosh first designed here on Buchanan Street, she invited him back to design other rooms in her tea rooms, and Ingram Street was one. The moment we're in the Chinese room, and this was one of Mackintosh's, as we said, the first commissions, and we can see it here, especially on the light shades.
Absolutely, they definitely have a very oriented
They have, and I wonder if the CCC stands for Catherine Cranston Cochrane. She was married to Major John Cochrane, who later became Baillie Cochrane of Barrhead. But in work, all her staff addressed her as Miss Cranston.